Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honorable ministers, the president of SARA, industry leaders, and delegates. My name is Nitesh, and I'm here to give a little bit more of a technical presentation today about what our previous speaker talked about, change. We're going to talk about the evolution of our product. Gibela as a company is 10 years old now, and we've been delivering trains at the fastest rate in the world since the last year, at more than 6 trains a month, and we even hit 7 train sets a month. But this takes bravery, as he said, and it takes the ability for us to evolve as a company for various reasons. So I'm going to explain some of the changes we've made to achieve all of the targets set for us. In brief, I will take you through the introduction to the company, what we are and who we are supplying. A product evolution summary. So I'll give you a brief understanding of what our product is and summarize the main changes we've made to assist our customer, ourselves, and to meet our targets. Change is risky, as we saw. It takes bravery, it takes innovation, it takes skills, and it takes people who want to make decisions. So why do you make changes? They say if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But again, as we see, if we don't change or innovate, we will die as a company. I'm going to go through some technical details of examples of product changes that we have made as a company to achieve the mandate of the project and the challenges we encountered in product evolution. To make those changes, we made a lot of lessons learned along the way and developed a lot of expertise. And my 6th point I will focus on is the expertise we developed as a result of the challenges we encountered. Finally, sorry, I'm going to try with this. Hello. Finally, I will focus on the future. What does the future hold for us as a company? What does the future hold for SARA? And what we can use this expertise that we've developed on to leverage other products in the industry and in the SARA region. So as an introduction to Gibela, we are a joint venture contracted to the Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa to supply 600 new commuter trains and a 19-year technical support and spares agreement with the Passenger Rail Agency. Our vision, to revitalize the South African railway sector and become a catalyst in PRASA's endeavor to elevate commuter rail as a preferred mode of transport choice for all people in urban areas. To deliver on this mandate, we've designed this beautiful train in front of us. It's a 131-meter long 6-car train set that can move approximately 1,215 people in nominal mode. So when we speak of green solutions, thank you. Yes, thank you. So, it's not on. Hello? So when we talk about green solutions and moving people, the best way to do it is to mass move people with 1,215 people at a time going from one destination to another. This vision drives everything we do in Gibela. And the train that you may see in front of you when you take it looks quite the same as you would have seen. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. So the train you see in front of you today may look the same, but there have been 8 batches of change request release, more than 300 changes in what we call baselines, 8 baselines of changes. One baseline is in development phase, and more than 300 change requests have been implemented. We still have 3 variants to develop for our customer, and this is our mandate for the future. So change is risky. Why do we make change? The first reason, to stay alive as a business, we must innovate and we must optimize the design. By innovating and optimizing the design, we are able to bring unique benefits to ourselves and the customer, as well as our suppliers. This brings me to my 2nd point. To revitalize the rail industry, we cannot do it alone. And as a result, we have to develop the local economy. Local content is the 2nd reason we make changes. To change passenger rail into the preferred mode of transport choice, we have to provide a reliable product. something that's also maintainable in a quick time so that availability is increased. This is the third reason we make changes. Sometimes as engineers, I'm an engineer, we make errors and we need to correct them with some design changes, but those are very few in our line of business. If we didn't innovate and if we didn't develop new technologies, we'd still be using 3310s instead of iPhones. So obsolescence is another pillar that drives our change requests. And finally, requests from our customer, depending on new needs in the environment and in the sector, allow us to make changes. A few changes that we have made that brought benefit are in relation to innovation. Firstly, the suspension tank design optimization of the pneumatic system of the train. By removing the suspension tanks, we've managed to decrease the duty cycle of the compressors, improving the reliability of the train, improving the availability by decreasing the fill-up time, and providing a more available service. We've also had changes made from an innovative perspective to improve our ability to manufacture trains faster. We used to have a single reference for end walls, which are the end pieces of the train, and as a result, it was taking us longer to manufacture these trains. Without the changes that I show, where we decrease the number of cutouts, we wouldn't be able to deliver on our mandate of 6 to 7 train sets a month and 64 train sets a year. In terms of local content, when we do these local content changes, we've not only introduced improvements in the local content of the train, but also optimizations in the design. We've gone from an international fire detection system, which was based on old technology, to an IP-based technology manufactured in South Africa at a company called Zytec in Cape Town. Again, all our change is not only based on making change for the sake of doing it, but also making change to improve the design. That brings me to my next change about obsolescence. We had an obsolete component, the driver display unit, and it was made up of a CPU and a display. When the obsolescence had affected us, we changed the design to implement an integrated system. So from a desktop type of system to a laptop or iPad type of system where we have the CPU and the screen integrated in one system. Always bringing benefits to our customer along the way, being our focus as per our vision. One of the environmental issues we faced is the strong sunlight that was penetrating through the sun blind, and as a result affecting the vision of the driver. A customer requested change was to change the sunlight or the sun visor material from a transparent solution to an opaque solution. You may ask why wasn't it done in the beginning? It's also because of technology improvements. The technology of opaque solutions in the sunblind industry has improved drastically because it's not so susceptible to cracking as it used to be. So these are the type of things where, as industry changes, we are able to give those benefits to our customer. We also produce train control management software, which allows us to improve the design of the train from a reliability perspective in many aspects, especially removing items such as spamming and other reliability improvements that we could realize. So the challenges we encountered in change execution, technical complexity. As I mentioned, we are a joint venture of Alstom and Ubumbano, and we've took over an existing design. Modifying an existing design with defined interfaces is quite complex, and we'd had to implement and ensure that we have a strong design review process such that we can catch any issues that we may have, because it's very technically complex to make changes to an existing design. The other aspect is stakeholder coordination, internally in the company, as well as externally with our suppliers and with our customer. Ensuring that everybody is aligned and able to implement the design changes, not only from our perspective, but from a maintainer, from a supplier perspective, is key. Impact analysis is one of the key things that drives the stakeholder engagement. We would like to know the impacts on the stakeholders such that we can adapt our designs to implement those changes. Change fatigue is something that we must be mindful of. Evolution and innovation is key in the industry, but constant change prevents you from having efficiencies due to the constant learning curve. So change fatigue is one of the key learnings we had, and ensuring the quality of outputs by implementing all of these learnings has to be done. To build 6 or 7 train sets a month at the speed we are doing and introduce change into a production line without implementing these learnings is impossible. As I said, doing all of this over the last 10 years has allowed us to develop competencies as a company in key areas. Technology upgrades and repairs, which allow us to update existing designs as well as develop rolling stock with technology partners. The ability to build capacity by training our customers' drivers, supplier development for localization, and maintenance training program and development, as well as optimization. We have significant expertise in manufacturing and operations, especially in the stainless steel rolling stock manufacturing area. We are able to train people on special processes such as torque tightening, gluing, etc., and we invest a lot in continuous improvement and operational efficiencies. Finally, to implement change and evolve the product, we need to be experts in project management. In project and infrastructure management, we have significant expertise, as well as change and configuration management. We focus a lot on rolling stock development and localization with our technology partners, either as suppliers or with Alstom as a builder of trains. Is that all? Sorry, it's not moving. Okay. Is it not moving anymore? Okay. So what does the future hold for us as a company? We still have 3 remaining variants to design. That would be the 25 kV, which is a variant to deal with the Eastern Cape infrastructure, a toilet variant, which I show on screen right now, and a variant which has capabilities for more modern displays called the Metro Express and other modernized inputs into the train. We have the opportunity to design a diesel variant by adapting our train with a power car, which is something that is critical to the needs of the SARA region. Noting that we have challenges with overhead infrastructure and multiple other infrastructure issues, a diesel variant could be a key driver in enabling interoperability with our countries and ensuring that even though we have challenges in the infrastructure, we are able to deal with that from a rolling stock perspective. Green solutions are obviously the future and something that's a buzzword today. We are working with our technology partner, with our shareholder, and we could develop battery and hydrogen variants of our train as well. And this is the future that we see for the EMO1, or what is called the People's Train now. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day.